Hello everyone, I'm Christy, your Pilates instructor, and welcome back to Pilates with Runna. I'm so excited to be working out with you all today, and we have an intermediate mat Pilates workout. So we're going to be introducing some new exercises you might or might not have done before, and we're going to go ahead and get started. You can just take your shoes off, you can roll out a yoga mat, and we'll start actually down on the mat. Alrighty, so you can just come all the way down to the mat here, however you like, and we're just going to do a quick little warm up here. So you'll lie on down onto your mat, and then after this warm up, we'll get into some of those new exercises I promise that we'll get into. So as we learn those new exercises, I really want you to take your time, move slowly if you need to, or you can even watch the video one time and kind of go back and do it again. So we're gonna start with the 100 here, which we all know and love. You're gonna reach your arms up and behind you and pull your knees into your chest. Heels together, toes apart, take a big inhale. On the exhale, lift your head, reach your arms long and your legs long, and begin to pump the arms. Stretch those arms nice and long. And as we're doing these next exercises, I really want you to find that strengthening and activation of the powerhouse. So I want you to really get that stomach working strong so that when we get to those next exercises, you have all of those connections. And then we have 2 more breaths here. Final breath. And rest, lay down. All right, we're gonna go right into the abdominal series right now, just again, so we can warm up that powerhouse. So right knee stays in, right hand on the outside of the ankle, left hand on top of the knee, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, and stretch your left leg long, and change. So today's new exercises are gonna start us about halfway through the intermediate order. So after this, we'll directly come into a kneeling position. Okay, we have 4 more. We'll finish the abdominal series first. And 2, double leg stretch. 1, both knees in, grab your ankles, arms and legs stretch out. Circle around. Inhale and exhale. This exercise should feel familiar from all of our basic workouts. 2, single straight leg stretch is next. Right leg to the ceiling, grab onto the ankle, pull, pull, change. After this, we have your lower leg lift or your double straight leg stretch. 4, really get the stretch here, pull it in. 2, 1, both legs to the ceiling, hands behind your neck, heels together, curl as high as you can, lower the legs, hand over hand behind your neck, and lift. Let's go 2, and lift. Final 1, and lift. Right knee in, left leg long, and twist to the right, crisscross. Change. Nice. Now really twist, 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 and change. Let's go 2 more. 2, and 1, and rest. Take a second and breathe. All right, so we're gonna pick up with the thigh stretch, assuming we've just done the double leg kick. So we'll come into a high kneeling position. You can swing your legs around. Meet me in the center of your mat on your knees. Alrighty, so to start here, I want you to stretch your arms long and untuck your toes and look behind you. And I want you to make sure that the pinky side of your foot is heavy on the mat and your knees and the middle of your foot are all lined up with the center of your butt cheek. All right, from here, so look slightly down your body. And I know it's a little funny, but I actually want you to lean slightly forward. It's like your shoulders are slightly in front of your collarbones, which are slightly in front of your hips, which are slightly in front of your knees. It's gonna feel like you kind of want to catch yourself, right? So hips forwards as well, don't break the line. Stay slightly forwards of yourself. Look down, inhale back. Hold it back there. Now check in. Are my shoulders in front of my ribs, in front of my hips, in front of my knees? Come all the way back up. So this is the ultimate hip extension. You'll feel the backs of your legs fire and the fronts of your hips will stretch. Come up, up, up. Let's go 3 more here. Hinge back, looking slightly down your body. Come up, up, up. Last 2 here, press those feet in the mat as you come forwards. Again, this is called your thigh stretch, and the goal is to stretch the front of the thigh. Come all the way up. And it's similar to that double leg kick where you get that all-important hip extension. Hold it 3, 2, 1, coming up, and rest for a moment. All right, we're gonna cross the ankles and take a seat. You're gonna bring your feet out in front of you. So to begin, I want you to actually just put your feet flat on the ground. This next exercise is called your neck pull. So this exercise is like if you had the roll up and then put your hands behind your neck. So it's a little more challenging because you don't have the weight of your hands in front of you. So you're gonna go hands behind your neck, elbows wide. Keep your elbows wide and really push your head back into your hand. Feel that connection. So push your head into your hand, and then elbows stay wide, feet stay anchored. Slowly start to roll down, one bone at a time. Keep your elbows wide for as long as possible. Dig the heels into the mat and lie all the way down. Now, if at any point you feel like, oh, that's a little too much, right? I can't quite get up. You can always put your hands forwards and grab onto the sides of your thighs. Take a big inhale. Exhale, curl up. Now, try not to fling, and then put your head between your knees. Elbows are wide. Push your head up against your hands. Pulse 3 times gently. 3, 2, 1. Now stack up tall, one bone at a time. Let's try that again. So that's the neck pull part of things. Even here, you're almost pulling up on your neck as you roll down, pushing your head and your hands into one another evenly. Lie all the way down and breathe. Take a big inhale. Curl up. Exhale, head to the knees. 3, elbows wide. 2, curl through the spine. 1, and stack it tall. Let's do that one more time before we extend the legs for the full version. Rolling down. Continue to roll all the way down onto your back. Elbows wide here. Keep them wide. Hollow the front of your stomach. Curl up. And 3, 2, 1, stack it tall. Alrighty, so we'll get into the full version of your neck pull now. So your legs are gonna reach out long and you're gonna have your feet slightly apart. Now what makes this exercise different from the roll up is not only are your hands behind the neck, but your feet are actually slightly apart. Whereas in the roll up, your feet are all the way together. Okay, parallel, hands behind the neck. Sit up as tall as you can, dig the heels down and grow and lift. Push your head against your hands and then your hands against your head. Start to roll down one bone at a time, reaching your heels long. Now, when you feel like, oh, I'm kind of losing the control here, hold, take your hands behind your thighs, and then guide yourself all the way down, placing your hands back behind your neck. Elbows wide. Find that connection again between head and hands. Start to curl up. Once you feel like, oh, I'm kind of getting stuck, hold on. Curl yourself forwards. Once you're back up, hands come back behind your neck. Chin is up. Push your head against your hands. 3 pulses. 3. And 1. And coming tall. Okay, we'll try that 2 more times. Just like that, really work the articulation in your back. Start to roll down. Once you get stuck, hold on. Continue to roll down. Reach through the heels. Lie all the way down. Same on the way up. Reach 3, pulse 2, bend through the back 1, stack it up. Final 1 for the neck pull here, rolling down. Hold on, maybe this time you challenge yourself, maybe I won't hold on, and see where you get. Big inhale. Exhale. And 3, 2, and 1. Stack it tall. All right, rest your arms for a second. You're gonna swing your legs to the back of your mat and lie onto your right side here. The next exercise is your side kicks. So there's a couple different ways to set up for this exercise. You can either have your head on top of a straight arm, just how I'm showing it right now, or you put your hand behind your neck in that same neck pull position. So it's not on your ear, it's all the way back behind you with your head pushing against your hand. Your free hand is right in front of your belly button, elbow wide to the side, pulling against your waistline. Now, you can pick whatever version. I'm gonna go with that first one here, and we're gonna have a few different variations for your side kicks. To start, you reach your top leg as long as you can, trying to create a little space underneath your waistline. So the goal is to stretch the top waistline as much as you can. You're gonna kick your top leg forwards, hold for a moment, sit on that butt cheek, point your toe and reach your leg as far back behind you, ensuring the hip doesn't shorten or roll forwards or back. Okay, you have 9 more here. So the side kicks is a wonderful exercise to help you develop that side leg strength in your abductors and your glute medius. That's really that stuff that really helps you hold your hips nice and stable when you run. Let's go 5 more here. Work on the leg being the same height the entire time. Final 2. You'll meet me back in the middle after 2 more forwards and back. Squeeze your thighs together. All right, we have up and down in a turned out position. So your top leg is gonna rotate where the inseam of your pants is gonna try to find the ceiling. Only rotate your leg as much as you can where you don't roll back in your hips. So push your hips slightly forwards, but turn out your thigh. Kick your leg up to the ceiling, turn your thigh out more, flex the ankle to bring it down. You have 9 more. As you kick up, really work on not crushing that mouse. So lift off the mouse to come up and flex, reach longer to come down. Nice work. We're gonna go for 6 more after this all together. Two more here. Next is your circles after this. 1 more. And rest for a moment. So I want you to imagine the size of a golf ball, which isn't very big. You're gonna make golf ball sized circles where your heels touch together at the bottom of each circle. Keep the turnout here. So you're gonna go forwards, up, around, and down. That's 1, okay? And 9. Really work on the hips not shifting. Reach longer, stay off of your little mouse here. The longer you stretch the top leg, the more stable your hips will be. So there is a connection between finding that stretch and stability. You have 5 in this direction before we switch directions. 4. You'll already start to feel the burn here. You kind of have to just work right through it. We'll keep going. Final 1. Go the other way, switching directions. We're halfway through here. And 2, and 1, and rest. All right, lie onto your tummy. Your hands are gonna stack one on top of the other with your head straight on top of your hands. Now, this is the transition here that is classical and traditional. You're gonna scoop your thighs up off the mat, and then you're gonna open, close your legs laterally 10 times. So it's 10. 9, 8. Keep your stomach lifted off the mat. And remember, the open close comes from the hips, not the ankles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're at home, to make this transition a little more seamless, you simply roll onto the opposite side, and you're on that side. I'm gonna turn around and face the other way, but you can feel free to do whatever version works for you. Either way, we're gonna go on the left side. Right leg is your working leg. Set up the same way you did on the other side. Legs slightly forwards of you, towards the front of the mat. Now from here, same thing. Reach your top hip long. Don't let it fall backwards. Right hand nestled in right in front of your stomach. You're gonna kick forwards to begin. And back. Just notice if you're kind of doing the wave as you go forwards and back. That usually means there's kind of a lack of stability in the hip. You want to make sure it's a straight line forwards and the same exact line back as you go behind yourself. Now, the variations I've picked today are the most traditional. You'll see them the most often. There are a lot more variations of the side kicks that you might see in future videos or have already seen, all the way back. Let's go 4 more together. 2, really stretch the hip on the way back, squeeze the top glute. And bring it in to finish like that. Turn your thigh out, inseam to the ceiling here, kick it up to the sky, squeeze and flex to come down. Now as you go up, try to keep the waistline lifted. Lift the waistline on the left, squeeze to bring it down. 7 more. Longer and out and away, really reach through the toe. And whenever you do these side kicks, I almost want you to imagine you're in like a big vat of mud. So you're reaching through the mud and resisting against it. Another way to visualize it is you're in the pool and imagine the resistance you would have in the water. It's the same thing here. You have to create yourself. You have 4 more here. And final one. One more. Up, up, up. And down, down, down. Okay, we're back to those golf ball size circles. 10 each way. Reach longer every time. And 3, 2, and change. Other way. Circle the other direction. Make sure to go all the way back behind you every time. So it's not just forwards and up, it's back, up, and forwards. Nice. 5 more here. Really put the work into the top of that right hip without letting it fall back. 4. And final 2. And 1. And lower rest. Shake it out a little if you need to. You're gonna lie down onto your back here. And we have your next new exercise, which is your teaser. So the teaser is a 3-part exercise, which we'll slowly break down here. There's teaser 1, teaser 2, and teaser 3. So we'll start with the teaser 1 here. You're gonna extend your right leg long on a 45-degree angle with your knees squeezing together. Arms reach to the ceiling. Now, if at any point you get stuck, you just hold on to your thighs, use your arms to help you sit all the way up. All right, you're gonna start to sit up and then continue to sit all the way up to a seated position without the legs or the feet moving. Now, ideally, your arms aren't down at shoulders height. They're a little higher, so your arms and legs are parallel. Squeeze your thighs together, slowly start to descend down 1 bone at a time. We'll try that again. Big inhale. Exhale, curl up. Reach all the way up, 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 past the toes. Slow to roll down. Inner thighs squeezing, 1 bone at a time. And reach 1 more time. Arms up, curl up, reach up, up, up. Hold, roll all the way down. And rest for a moment. Put your right leg down, shake it out. The other leg this time, right leg doesn't move, left leg reaches long, inner thighs squeezing together. Use those hip muscles that we just found in the side kicks. Arms reach to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Curl up. Reach. Roll down. So the teaser 1 is this exact exercise, just with both legs out at a hover, and both legs would stay at the same height the entire time. And roll down. Final 1, roll up. Meet me all the way down on your back. And rest. Shake it out for a moment. If you need that, heels together, toes apart, you'll pull your knees into your chest. Let's try the full version of your teaser 1 now. So you'll extend your legs out to a 45-degree angle. You'll reach your arms to the ceiling, hold on if you need to, curl all the way to a seat, balance at the top, roll all the way down, legs don't move or lift, and 2 more, up, and roll down. Sometimes the teaser is called the mother of all sit-ups. I'm sure you see why now. Curl up and roll all the way down. Bend your knees and rest. Take a moment and breathe. I know the fact that the teaser isn't really just 1 exercise, it's 3, makes it pretty brutal, but we're gonna go into the teaser 2 now. So I'm actually gonna have you find that top of the teaser 1 shape to start, and that's where we start the exercise. So reach your legs out, arms up, curl up, and hold. Now the arms and the upper body don't move. Keep your spine lifted and the same. Just the legs descend as much as you can where you don't lean backwards. Now scoot more, don't move your chest, and lift. 2 more, down. Now use your stomach, not your legs, and lift. 1 more. And up. Now teaser 3, everything lowers down. Imagine your head, your eyes, and ankles move at the same rate. Lie down. Now everything comes up at the same rate you descended. Inhale. Exhale. Arms parallel to the thighs. Rolling down, 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 lie it back, curling up. One more after this one. Final descent. Final time to come up, curl all the way up. Reach, 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 and then bend the knees and rest for a moment. Beautiful work, okay? We're gonna finish with 2 final exercises here before we do some other ending exercises. This next one is called the seal. So it's like a play on your rolling like a ball. The biggest difference here is the leg position. So I'm gonna show you on my right leg. You're gonna take your right hand, palm up. You're gonna thread the right hand underneath the back of the right calf so that the inside of the right elbow comes to the inside of the right knee. From there, your right hand is gonna grab your right shoelace, okay? So you're gonna do that with both legs, ideally around the same time. So you'll get into position, and then you'll have to rock up to a hover to balance. Now, sometimes getting into this position already is a little bit much, right? So you kind of feel like a pretzel. You're gonna press your elbows out to the sides and squeeze your inner thighs in. Make sure your pinky toes aren't flying loose. They're also squeezing together. Okay, curl your head in. Don't let your hands go. Feet don't touch the ground. Inhale, exhale, up. Okay, let's just try that. You'll see why it's the seal in a moment. 4 more like this. Inhale, push your feet together, elbows wide, knees in. 2 more. Final one. And up. Okay, now you'll see why it's the seal. From your hips, not your feet. It's open and clap. 2, clap. 1, squeeze it in. Roll back. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Roll up. 3, 2, 1. Roll back. 3, 2, 1. Roll up. Final claps. You can always remove them if you need to. 3, 2, 1, roll up, and then if you can, cross your ankles, cross your forearms, stand on up, and then you're gonna turn around and face the back of your mat. We're gonna finish here with a play on our push-ups, and then we'll do some final ending exercises. Alrighty, arms reach up to the ceiling here, heels together, toes apart. Now I want you to try to keep your hips as stable as you can, so they're not gonna wag side to side. Rolling down one bone at a time. Hands find the ground. Take a moment here, push the ground away and scoop your tummy up. Pull your tailbone through your heels to open up your lower back more. Walk out 4, no wagging of the tail, right? 3, fingers long in together. 2, and 1. We'll just start here and hold this plank position. You're just gonna simply lift and lower your heels. So lift your low tummy, lift your heels. Lift your low tummy, lower your heels. 4, 3, 2, and final 1. Pike your hips back. Try not to wag side to side. Walk in 4, straight arms. 3, 2, and 1. Rolling up. And stack up tall. So we'll do that standing roll down into your push-up one more time. Arms reach up to the ceiling. Roll down. Now this time we're gonna add in the bend of the elbows. Feel free to lower the knees or to just hold the plank. That's totally fine too. 4 counts out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, you're gonna squeeze your heels together, shift slightly forwards. Lift your tummy and descend down. Push up and move the heels back. And again, forwards, lower, lift, and back. 1 more. Forwards, lower, lift, and back. Pike the hips back here. Walk your hands in. 4 counts to come in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay in this folded over position for me. The only thing you're gonna change is that your heels are gonna come slightly apart. Now if your hands don't quite touch the ground right now, you can always go into fists or you can grab something to push against, okay? Now from here, my rules are that your knees cannot bend and your feet have to stay flexed, okay? So to start, right leg is gonna take 1 step forwards without you going to the side and without the hands moving. Here we go. Hold it there. Left leg, hold it there. Right leg, try to get between your hands. left leg, and reset. Hands go forwards a fair amount underneath the shoulders, and we'll start with the left leg. Left. So this is not only gonna stretch the hamstrings, right? It's gonna teach you to lift your leg from your stomach. So if that teaser 2 is difficult, this will help you work on it. Hands forwards again. Here we go. Right. Left. Right. And left. One more time. This time it's a little different. Hands to the edge. Right leg is gonna come in towards your chest. Don't put it down, just hold it in, and we're gonna hold for a count of 5. Here we go, lift it in, hold it, 5. Push to the left hand, 4, 3, 2, 1, put it down. Left leg, lift it in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put it down, and rest for a moment. All right, from here, we're gonna finish in a kneeling position. So you're just gonna come down onto your knees. I'm gonna turn around, and we're gonna finish with a variation on our splits. I promise it's nothing crazy. It's simply a hip stretch. I know sometimes when a Pilates teacher says splits, it sounds scary, but this one isn't too bad, I promise. So hands on top of your knee. You're gonna think about tilting your left hip bone up in towards you, and then you're gonna lean slightly forwards. Have a strong tuck here, so really pull that hip bone towards you as you lean forwards. Hold it 4. Hold it 3, pull it up and towards you a little more, 2, and 1, and come out of it. Let's try that one more time. We're gonna add in a lean and a reach of the arm. So pull the hip up and towards you, lean forwards. Lift the arm to the ceiling, the left arm comes up, side bend to the right. Hold here, keep thinking of that tuck. Sit on the right hip, pull the left hip up and towards you. And come out of it and rest. Let's change sides. Right leg back, left leg forwards. Hands are just gonna come to rest on top of the knee. And then notice if you're tight, this hip's gonna wanna be very hiked. So I want you to sit the hip down, hands on your knee. Now, if you're not quite sure what that feels like or means, we'll get into one last thing after this. You're gonna pull the hip up and lean forwards. Just find the stretch to start. We've been doing a lot of flexion of the hip. And sometimes when your hips are very tight, it can feel like a lot on your hips. So hopefully this is gonna help open that up. You should feel the stretch in the hip and the quad. Come back, okay, sit on the left hip. Lean slightly forwards, right arm up, side bend to the left. Hold 3, 2, pick up the right hip. 1, and take a seat. So you're gonna go right onto your bottom, legs straight out in front of you, all the way to the back edge of your mat. And this one's a little funny, but I call these the hip walks. So hands are in front of you just so you don't use them. And this is what I mean by moving the hip. You're gonna move your legs and your hips forwards without bending your knees. So here we go. Right leg forwards, left leg forwards. I said it was gonna be a little funny. Keep going. So this really helps you learn how to move your hip forwards and backwards in the socket. Try not to lean backwards. Keep your legs straight. Pick your whole leg up to move it forwards. Nice. And not only will this help you loosen the hip socket, but it'll also bring awareness to it and strengthen it going back. So as runners, right, there's a lot of focus on our hips because we're using them all the time. So hopefully this feels like good in some ways, but it's also helping. Good. All the way back. Keep going to the very back of your mat. We're gonna finish with some hip lifts. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Hands are gonna come by your sides. Try not to use them too much. Lift your stomach, and then you're just gonna lift your right leg straight up, but I don't want you to buckle back behind you. So stay tall, lift your right leg up. Hold it 3, try to put the work into your low tummy. 2, 1, put it down. Left leg, 3, 2, 1, put it down. Final one on each side. Try to let your leg just hang kind of dead. So really put the work into your torso instead of your quad. Put it down. Final one, left leg, hold it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. That was your entire intermediate level mat Pilates workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.